Hello everyone and welcome to this month's Patreon tutorial. In this one we will be creating this scene from start to finish, from modeling of the grapes to simulation with vellum and some particles for the drops. And in the end we will put everything together in Solaris and render the final scene. There will be a free lesson on YouTube, so if you're watching this on YouTube there will be a sample lesson. If you want to watch the full workflow, make sure to look for my Patreon in the description and I will see you there. Thank you. So now that we have our geometry and animation, I want to do some basic texturing for the grapes. So let's copy this freeze frame. So Control C and create a copnet and do a SOP import. Nope, SOP import. Let's paste it in here. But as you can see, our UVs are not very famous. This is for the stems and this is for the grapes. But I want to proceed with this. So let's see what kind of issues we might have. So let's drop adjacency node. So geometry to adjacency. We get this sort of result, and now let's sample the attribute. And we will need position. And we will also need normal. Now let's try to do a basic, let's preview this and do a basic fractal 3D noise. And the first effect I want to create is to have some stripes on the grapes. So for that, let's try to do it one way, which is basically by reducing, let's say, the z-axis. That works for that axis, but that's not what I want. So let's try to reduce it on the x, and that does that. But as you can see, it's in world position. It's not following the shape of the grape or the orientation of the grape. So we can't really do it like this because this will be incorrect. So what we need in the end is to sample a rest position, but unfortunately I didn't save a rest position in here, and I don't want to go back and resimulate everything and whatnot. So what I'm gonna do is take, for example, let's see if we have it here. So on the grapes we should have an orient attribute for the vellum hair, so for the stems, and we can use that to create a rest attribute on the grapes. So let's copy in here, let's object merge this. So let's make sure we have the orient attribute, and we do. Now we also need to apply the same offset for the time shift. So let's copy this. Let's Control Alt Shift drag to create a reference copy and paste it in here. And now we will freeze the first frame. So with a time shift, let's make sure right here is animated. So we will time shift the first frame. Dollar F start. That's fine. Now let's isolate where we have the orient attribute on the stems. So let's have a look at that orient attribute and let's reduce it. So my idea is to take one of these last points on the stems and use it to reorient the grapes, or to reset the transform of the grapes. So this is what I'm going to do. Now, unfortunately, I didn't save the tip attribute, so we don't have it anymore. We have tip ID, but we don't have the tip point. So I will have to copy where before I delete it. So I believe I deleted in here. Yes. So let's object merge this, and this is already freezed. So let's see. Let's also blast the grapes, and let's see if we have in here the is tip, and we do have. So it's the point before, but it's okay, doesn't matter. So we can use that. So what we can do now is to do an attribute copy, and we don't want to copy the CD, we want to copy is tip. Let's see if that works. It does. And now let's isolate that specific point. So let's make sure it's point, and at is tip, it is tip is equal to 1. And now we should have the orient attribute there, and we also have the tip ID, which will help us. So if I get rid of the orient, we have the tip ID, which should help us to target the correct orient for each ID. So what we can do now is to get this one in here, this time shifted frame, which is the initial frame. And let's again blast, but this time the grapes. Okay, blast the stems, I mean, and keep the grapes. And now let's reset the transform on the grapes. So we want to work with the grapes, of course, and let's use those points. As you can see, we also have the tip ID on the grapes, so we can easily use the find attribute val function to find the correct point on the second input. So this one will be reset x forms. And let's increase this and start by querying the points. So with find attribute val, find attribute val. On the first input, it's a point attribute. It's called tip ID, and we can pass I at tip ID. This will give us the point, the correct point on the second input. And now we can simply grab the orient, so vector for point 1, I want to grab the orient using that point we found, and we also want to grab the position, I think, yeah, the position of that point. And now let's create a matrix from it, so matrix mtx will be equal to q convert. This will be easier to work with, and orient. And now let's just v at p multiply, and we invert that transform. What am I missing in here? So what am I missing? Line 3.1. Oh, vector 4 p. Sorry. Vector 4 orient. Now we also need a translation to reset it to the origin. So for that, let's just translate this matrix by the position of those points. And now we get something like this. We get the grapes transform reset. And we can also create a rest attribute. So v at rest, it will be equal to v at p, this current position. And if you want, you can also create an orient attribute, but I'm not going to bother. So that's all the work done. And now we can create a null and name it out rest. All right, let's copy this path and let's go to the copnet. And let's now import the same. And I don't want a 3D preview, just want this. And we will do the same in here. So let's copy the adjacency and the position. We could either grab the position or the rest, it will be the same. So let's just grab the rest, it will be the same. And now what we can do, let's preview this in here. And as you can see, we have a single rest attribute for everything. What we can do now is let's try to do the same fractal noise thing. And we have point 1 on Y. And as you can see, now it's oriented, but I don't want this way. So let's do this one, but it also is not what I want. So let's try another one and maybe play with this. But as you can see, we will never get the correct behavior. So let's try. We will never get the. So let me see. As you can see, it's stretching on this side. Let me increase the resolution to 2K, maybe 4K, because the UVs are way too small. As you can see, it's stretching the way we want, but it's kind of collapsing in the ends. So we can't really use this. We will need a workaround. Basically, we will need to create some custom UVs. So for that, let's channel split the position, and we get here the X and the Y and the Z. And in this case, we want to channel join to a UV attribute, the X and the X and the Y, and we get some UVs. But still, these won't give us much. What we need to do is to transfer this from UV to polar. And now we should get what we need. And if we, for example, now use this map and repeat it around, we will get those stripes we always wanted. So for that, I'm just gonna multiply constant this angle, let's say by 25. And now we can just modulo with a function node. So let's do modulus, and there we have the stripes. You can create some watermelons with this. Also, we can repeat it more maybe, but let's keep it like this. Now I just want to add some noise also. So for that, let's grab this noise and use this position. And for this noise, let's reset this and set the value of 0.2. Let's maybe increase a bit this. And we want an RGB since we want to, or in this case UV, I mean, since we want to distort the UVs. And now where we can do it is right here before we do the UV topoller. So with an add node, and let's preview this, we can just distort these and maybe reduce the effect to something like 0.2. That's fine. So you can increase more or less, and that's fine. Now we can just blur it a bit, not so much maybe. So 0.285, maybe a bit more. So something like this, and maybe repeat it even a bit more. So in the multiply constant, let's set it to 40. And as you can see, it's following the orientation of our grapes. So in the next lesson, in the next part, we will start to work on the other parts of the texturing.